Good morning. Here, same location as last week, and hunting the hammies along the hedgerow. So, fingers crossed, going to get a really decent day here. Uh, it's all very early in the morning and it's already very hot. So, fingers crossed, going to do this hedgerow along here and skirt around the outside of the field. Had a lovely little Edward IV Hammie, turned out to be a halfpenny last week, so got a taster for it. Hopefully get another one. So fingers crossed, we'll see you shortly on the first hole. So I was just digging up my own signal over there and then heard the loudest Hammie. So buzzed over here,
I got a
and
Hammie.
Roseanne has found a fantastic, I can't focus on this either, it's a fantastic Lizzy 1567 above the shield there. Nice little portrait on the front with the rose to the back of the neck, and when that's cleaned up, that's going to be a lovely little coin. So well done you. And it just goes to show, alright, this is roughly where I found the Eddie IV last week. So the theory was just to do the outside of the field along the hedgerow. Roseanne has been walking along here, I'm just a couple of paces in a bit, and it's not a huge distance, but we're just going to go backwards and forwards across the field. And you know what they say, there was one here last week, they've come back here again with a taste for hammies, and look at that. How you feel?
Hammie.
Excellent, good on you. On to the next. So a screamer coming in, 16, nothing more than just a scrappy bit of something. But yeah, that was so loud. But in between last find and this find, Roseanne over there detecting the hedgerow just found a fantastic Lizzy 1567, and I think it's a halfpenny or a penny. Made up for her. Well done you. So there was one last week, another one within 15 minutes of detecting. So this is the place to be, I reckon, for the next couple of hours until we stop for a bite to eat. So anyway, on to the next. Okay, so another interesting signal here. And do you know what, with these numbers as low as what they are, bearing in mind last week's little Eddie IV hammered was a really strong 9, occasionally hitting the 10, but this is kind of an 8. Oh, it's scratchy. What you do, we're going to dig it up. Yeah, too curious just to let that be, so let's get it out the ground. Okay, so when this one was dug, we got it out the ground and put the detector back over it, and that dropped right down to a 6 and a 7. And I'm having one of those mornings, so it's just a typical bit of trash, another bit of lead. But anyway, on to the next. Okay, we've got another screamer here. 18, 19, 17, 18. Can't pass that by. It's just begging for Daddy to bring it back to the surface. Alright, let's get this one out the ground. Okay, so my screaming 18 signal turned out to be, when I eventually found it, this little thing here, look. And there is some kind of detail on there, but quite what that is, I haven't got a clue. Very fragile. Don't know. Anyone got any ideas? Just please leave me a comment. That's really not sure what that could be. But anyway, on to the next hole. So if we go back to the video that I did last week on this same stretch of hedge line here, I've got exactly the same signal, 910, that resulted in a nice little eddy Hammie. So that's a 9, alright, you can see it gently dipping down to an 8, but you just don't know, do you? So I'm going to have to dig this one out and satisfy my curiosity. Right, let's get this one out the ground. Woo! Took some finding, but not what I thought it was going to be. But you know what? Those figures again, jumping 9, 10, just had to be dug. But yeah, just a piece of aluminium, and shame, because it was, you know, coming in at the figures of the Hammie that I had last Sunday. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. So a little bit of, you know, probably a ring pull folded over. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so we got lunch out the way. So hopefully some decent targets for the remainder of the afternoon. And here, there's another one of those low 910, but my god, is that a strong signal. So yeah, got to dig that one. Okay, so let's get this out of the ground. Okay, so nothing to write home about despite being a belting signal, but just a rivet. Yeah, just a plain old crappy rivet. Anyway, let's get another signal. You know, there's plenty of signals here, way too many that are, you know, sadly turning out to be iron, so not even digging those up. But belt-in 16, 17 sounds very nice. So yeah, I'm going to give that one a dig. First one for today, and probably won't be the last. Belt-in signal, just for moo tubes. So gotta dig that though, because it was pinging like a good one. But hey ho. Right, let's go and get another signal. Just haven't bothered filming all the moo tubes and other crap, but first decent signal out in a little while, probably half an hour or so, and a fair size musket ball. Do like a musket ball. Yeah, do with a few more of those, I think. Be happy to go home with a few of these. Anyway, let's get another signal. On to the next one. Okay, so signals have been really quiet, and just pulled out something really bizarre right in the middle of a field in the arse end of nowhere. And I just pulled out a light pendant, and it's one of those oh, what do you call it, those plastic fittings, obviously with the metal bayonet on it. But really, and you'll find something like that in the middle of a field like this. But as I say, signals few and far between, but another screamer. Part of me is wishing that's just a crusty coin, maybe another musket ball, don't know. But let's get it out of the ground, let's have a look. Okay, well, that was a lot of hard work trying to find that. But anyway, such a belt-in signal. Somebody was having fun here once upon a time. You know, good luck. Good luck to them. But yeah, wow, that took some finding, took some digging. Anyway, on to the next one. So another absolute belting signal. And you know, you just gotta, these things are, oh, you just gotta dig them. So, put myself out of my misery, let's get this one out. And let's have a guess, what's this gonna be? Button, bit of foil, small bit of lead. I'm gonna go for a button on this one, I think. Another one that took ridiculous amount of finding, but I don't know. Bottle top of some description. Rusted. Haven't got a clue. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so a belter there. Potential coin. 22, 21, 22, 23. Small pinpointing area. Oh, minus number there, but let's see what we got. Oh well, another bottle top. Screaming at 21, 22. So I think we're going to walk back to the hedge line now. Certainly a little bit more productive down there. Roseanne had her first target of the day, which was a lovely Lizzy hammered 1567 coin. So we're going to do the hedge line again all the way across there, and maybe, you know, a couple of layers in backwards and forwards, and then call it a day, I think. Okay, let's do some walking and get some more targets. Oh, definitely not my day today, but it's another one of those very, very, very tempting 8, 9, 10 signals. But you just got to dig it. So let's see what we got. Good morning. Nice Sunday morning, and we're back again, back along this hedgerow. So not a great deal yesterday, apart from Roseanne's Lizzy hammered, and just hoping for some nice stuff today. 3 of us out digging today on this great bit of land. So yeah, going to jump straight to it. So catch you on the first hole. Nice one. Okay, so first signal for today. Back along this little bit of hedgerow here, which has proved to be, you know, pretty decent. So 2 of us have had some nice hammer coins from here, and old Daryl over there has been on a few signals already this morning. Roseanne is further up over in the field there, and there's plenty of land to go at here. But this is my first signal for today. This is banging at 1920. Okay, let's get this one out of the ground and see what we got. Okay, that one didn't disappoint. That was a beautiful signal, 1920. And looks like we've got ourselves a trade token. Got to try and figure out why this camera's not really focusing properly. Got no idea, but really struggling to focus on stuff. But that looks like there's very little detail on there. I just put a bit of squirty stuff on it, and there is some detail on it. I just can't make out what it is. But that's likely to be a trade token. One of those old, you know, sort of trade farthings or whatever they were called, circa sort of 1660 something. Happy with that. Fingers crossed. That's a good sign of other things to come. So let's crack on. Let's get another signal. Okay, so this little patch here, look, fresh from yesterday. That's where that lovely Lizzy Hammie came up, and I am literally just here, and I have a beautiful signal, 910, and that is again screaming at me, and it could be a button. Oh, negative, negative, negative. I'm going to dig it anyway. Let's get it out of the ground. Okay, so my iffy 9 signal that turned out to be an iffy signal turned out to be what looks like a little bullet or projectile of some description, small caliber thing. But hey, it was screaming, so had to be saved. Right, on to the next one. We've got ourselves a lovely little jumpy one. $20, $21. Losing that. Okay, let's get this one out of the ground. So that was a lovely belter of a signal. 20, 21, 22, pinpointed it at 22. And have we found ourselves a piece of silver? Have we, have we, have we? So have a look. Where's the date on it? Nah, not quite. What's that say? Let's try and focus in. God, my eyesight's terrible. 1920 something. 1920 something. But not silver. But 50% silver at least. Cool. Nice little shilling. Is it a shilling? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, on to the next. Okay, lovely little signal here, look. Oh yeah. So, pretty consistent. Lovely sound. It's probably a deep one. It's not pinpointing very well. Right, let's get this one out of the ground then. I suppose it had to happen. The first one, shotty end, but that was absolutely screaming in. But sadly they're here. But anyway, not going to grumble. On to the next. Another beautiful signal. 25, creeping up to 31, back down to 25, and we get this. Haven't got a Scooby what that is. Haven't got a clue. But that was screaming. So I don't know what it is. But anyway, on to the next. Okay, so change of field. I'm on the opposite side of the farm now, and some trials bikes up on the course a little bit further over, so you'll be able to hear it in the background. But first signal out of here, banging signal, and it's a bit of an old buckle part by the looks of it. Nothing fab, but looks like it's going to be a promising field, fingers crossed. Okay, wind's really picking up now, but another banging signal here. Just gotta be dug. Begging to be dug. Okay, let's get this one out. So, my banging little signal that was ringing in, what was it, I can't remember now, 13, 14, 15, something like that. Pistol shot. And Daryl, who's just behind me, he's just found a pistol shot just a little bit bigger than that. So, we've both had a musket ball in this field, and looks like we're going to find plenty more. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so I'm not going to pass this one up. It's screaming at me. Coin maybe? Fingers crossed. Okay, so screaming signal turned out to be possible Vicky. There's a Britannia on there. But, wow. Copper coin absolutely screaming out. Lovely jubbly. Right, on to the next. Okay, we've got ourselves a lovely 16. Solid all round. Okay. Lovely. Let's get this one out the ground. Okay, so our signal this time. Nice little bag seal, and do look a nice little bag seal. But yeah, there's a lovely, lovely strong signal. Round about, can't remember what it was now on target ID. Can't remember for the life of me. I think it's about 13 or something like that. But yeah, bag seal, cracking. Got about an hour left here. Come back into the field that we started off today. So just doing width by width for about another hour. So fingers crossed. Let's see if we can find something good. Okay. Okay, here's an unusual signal. But it's quite strong. 7, 8, really not sure what to expect for those figures. So let's get it out and see what we got. The last few signals have been really, really challenging. So, and I've ended up with tiny little pellets. But this one, this is nice and solid. Yeah, we're going to dig that. Let's get that one out. Well, a nice solid signal just to get another bottle top. Okay, about 45 minutes left now. So, going to take a slow walk back to the car. Okay, on to the next. Wow, I made it back to the car literally as it just started, absolutely whacking it down. But end of another great weekend. So yeah, it's been a great Saturday, great day today, and haven't found anything fantastic. Probably the best was the trade token I had this morning, and a bit later on in the day, 50% silver shilling, 1928 I think it was. But yeah, that's about as good as it got. But we were hunting the Hammies, walking the hedgerow again. They defeated us today. But yeah, it's been a long one, so it's gone 7 o'clock now, and itching to get back there. Tried some new fields this afternoon that I haven't been on. Not too bad. Nothing fantastic found. Did see a really nice crotobell coming up. I made up for the person who found that. That was a great find. So yeah, I'm about whack now. So until next weekend, have a great week. Okay, catch you again. Take care.